Hello all loonies and normals, my name is Joe Silver, welcome to my channel. This week we're going to be talking about Xcom. I'm going to be talking a bit about the game because I've been playing quite a bit of it lately, and some of the good points and bad points, because let's be honest, I haven't done a game review in quite a while, but to be honest with you, I do feel like returning to that for a bit. Right, so I've been playing a lot of Xcom lately, right? And I've been playing both Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within, and Xcom 2. So I've been playing all those three, right? So some of the good points, it's a really good game. And I really like the way that, you know, you're defending the Earth from aliens. That makes perfect sense to me, to be honest. No, it does in its own way. It's really cool. I don't like the turn-based things. Well, I don't mind the turn-based, but I'm not a big fan of turn-based games, if I'm honest. But this my turn, your turn. But I think if they didn't make Xcom turn-based, it wouldn't be Xcom. So you don't mind that so much. It's done in a way that it's not irritating. Yeah? You know what I mean? You're not waiting. I mean, although I admit they could definitely do with smoothing down some of the long waits where they stand there going blah 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 and start pointing for absolutely no reason whatsoever. It's like, what? Okay, right? But it's a good game. XCOM 1. Right. Here's the bit where I do, for those who do not know. I will try to avoid spoilers, but XCOM Unknown, the Earth is being invaded by aliens, and it's your job to defend the Earth against the aliens in various missions and by putting up various satellites and so on to keep the Earth safe. Okay? XCOM 2 is built off of the defeat screen from XCOM 1 because, and this is, I promise this is the only spoiler I'm going to give, and it's not much of a spoiler because the idea is not to get it. If you get the defeat screen, the spokesman, the guy whose face you never see, it shows he's being controlled by one of the aliens, right, who can mind control, and he says we should cooperate with the aliens, pushes a button, and all the council shuts down in its defeat. Right? Now, XCOM 2 is basically built off that. Even though if you beat XCOM 1, right, without getting the defeat screen, you technically win. XCOM 2 is built off the defeat screen because you lost and the aliens are here to stay. That's all I'm going to say on that, okay? I'm not going to spoil the ending for XCOM Unknown, and I'm not going to say any more about XCOM 2 except the bits and pieces that I'm going to say. What I mean is, I'm not going to go into big story spoilers is what I mean. So anyway, that's what happens, right, in XCOM 2. So, XCOM Unknown. It's really good, and I really liked it. I mean, I only went through on easy because, quite frankly, I am not good enough to play on any other rank. You know, that game gets hard. And that's the funny thing. XCOM and XCOM 2 are brutally punishing at times, even on easy. Even on Rookie and Easy, which are which are basically the same rank, it's just the two different names for it. Yeah, it can be brutally hard sometimes, and you can get absolutely battered. Also, the thing about XCOM and XCOM 2 is it's got character customization, which is really cool. So that means you can put yourself in the game. Now, it's a bit limited in XCOM 1. It's sort of pick a head, pick a few bits and pieces, but not very much, right? You can make a character in about 5 minutes because the options are that kind of limited. In XCOM 2 there's a lot more options, and it takes a lot longer to make a character. But that's a good thing because it means that you can actually try and make the character look a lot more like you. and a lot more the way you want. And you can actually pick the nationality in the second one. In the first one, it was always find somebody with the nationality that you wanted, because you can't change it, which was weird. They made such a big fuss about nationality, having it put on the uniforms and everything, and yet you can't actually change it to make it you. What? You can in 2 anyway. Which is good. Now I did like the gameplay in Unknown. You pick where you start. You get different bonuses from picking where you start, and like I said, the idea was to put up satellites. It was to defend against the aliens. It was to go on missions against the aliens. Make absolutely certain that you don't let them get in and you don't let them win. Coming to absolutely one of the most mind-blowing finales I've ever seen. However, as I said, I will not spoil that for you. You'll have to see that for yourself. Xcom 2, though, as I said, was built off the defeat screen. It was built off the fact that we didn't defeat the aliens in 1. We lost in 1, even though we won. If you beat the game, that is. Right? So the aliens are now here on Earth. They've established themselves on Earth, and they brought all this technology to Earth, and they've made different troops by mingling human and alien DNA and so on and so forth. Basically, people now are welcoming the aliens, and it's all hurrah for them. They've made everything so much better. Except for Xcom, who apparently have decided we're not happy with this situation. There's something not right here, and we're going to change that. So they are now outlawed resistance, if you will. They're fighting dirty. They don't have a base of their own, and anytime they go in anywhere, they could be captured or killed, and you've got to sort of think that way. However, the gameplay has been vastly improved in 2. See, in the first one, I found it very difficult, even on easy, to get any decent cover without dashing, and dashing means you're using both your turns in one go, which can be quite frustrating. So I found it very difficult, so I was constantly dashing, and somebody says to me, oh, you shouldn't dash so much, but honestly, and they're right, but honestly, trying to get decent cover, because there are 3 types of cover in Xcom and Xcom 2. Full cover, half cover, and no cover. And as the saying goes, low cover is no cover, because low cover, it works some of the time, but not all the time. It's not that good. I mean, it's better than nothing. It's better than no cover, but it's not. But it's still low cover is no cover, because it's not great. It doesn't work that great. You can still get hit. Full cover makes things a lot harder for them to hit you. Yes, you still can, because they can come around the side or whatever, but it makes it a lot harder for them to hit you if they're firing at full cover. So that's the ideal. But like I said, trying to find full cover or any cover without dashing in 1 was extremely difficult, I found. So I was dashing constantly, and that doesn't work. That gets you in trouble. So I kept the hospitals busy from my playthrough, I'll tell you that. They were constantly having to heal the troops who were coming back. It was how it was. But what I will say now is that I enjoyed both games. Now within, I'll be honest with you, within I'm a bit not entirely happy with. Within added a new substance called meld. Right? Now this substance, minor spoiler, this substance is like nanites that can meld things together. So you can either use it for the genetically modifying your troops, or, and yes, this is actually in the game, this is weird, you can chop bits off your soldiers, arms and legs, and make cybernetic suits for them to use to cybernetically enhance them. Now, I don't get that, because when you get injured in Xcom, you don't lose body parts. So, assuming that the technology is, well, no, because it's set in 2015, but let's assume for argument's sake that for some reason they've got a way whereby you don't lose body parts, right? Probably because they've got really good medicine, I don't know. Okay, but let's assume so. You are basically chopping off perfectly good body parts, arms and legs, to enhance and augment this soldier. And that made absolutely no sense to me. I lost a sniper that way because I put them in. When the first time I came across it, I didn't know which was better, so I went to the both, right? I put both in, the cybernetics and the biometics, or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called now. But basically the gene lab, right? The one that lets you augment your soldiers through using genes rather than technology. And I tried each one, and I put one of my snipers in before not realising what they said was going to happen. And then I lost a sniper. She wasn't a sniper afterward because she'd lost both her arms and her legs to be put into this suit. And the suit could hit things really hard, or it could blow fire. Okay, but I wanted a sniper. I wanted a better sniper. You've totally lost me a sniper. So my next playthrough, I says, right, stuff that. I'm not doing the cybernetics lab. I'm not cutting up perfectly good bodies for that you get lost. I'm going to make genetically modifying the soldiers a priority. That's fine, because some of the genetic modifications, again, no spoilers, actually help with people like snipers, help with some of the soldiers, because they can do things that mean they get to good positions for sniping, right? Again, no spoilers, you'll have to play it to find out yourself. I was okay with that, but I was not cutting up perfectly good bodies for science. I thought that was ridiculous. That's weird. So I wasn't a big fan of that one. So there was that, and to be honest with you, I could actually give up that advantage, the meld advantage, altogether, and not play within, because some of the gameplay on within is complete OP. It's like, come on. It's just, some of it I look at and go, that's not fair. What are you on about? I mean, the amount of times I've wiped out a whole squad. Well, once on one mission, again, no spoilers, but on this one mission, let us just say it involved a lot of certain type of alien in the game. And basically that certain type of alien was not only wiping out my soldiers, it was turning my soldiers into zombies. So I wiped out and basically got away with one person. One person came back. That was it. And I was like, what the heck? No way. You know, because on that playthrough I'd made myself and I'd made one or two others, I know, and it was like suddenly they'd wiped out the lot. So I was like, no, come on, that's not fair. So I could happily not play within, but as it happens, I'm streaming it right now, so I will continue to play it, but I could happily not. It's just like, yeah, whatever. And like I say, now XCOM 2, like I said, is different. You're not defending the Earth against an invasion. The aliens are already here and have been for 20 years. So now you're trying to kick them off your planet and say, actually, we don't want you here. We want our planet back. You know, I mean, it's a good game and I've quite enjoyed it, but it is a struggle. And I don't know if I'll ever manage to complete XCOM 2, because I'm not very good at it. I'm really not. I'm struggling as all heck. And if I struggle too much on a game, I get bored and I switch off. But I am continuing to try to see if I can learn where I'm going wrong and get it right, but it is a struggle. All I can assume is I've got to make contact with people across the globe mega quick, but anyway, I've rambled on enough, I think. And the good points of XCOM is it's really fun, really challenging, really pushes you. But like I said, some of the bad points of XCOM 2 is, one of the bad points of XCOM 2, and I didn't get to this, I forgot to get to this, I apologise, is, for example, on timed missions where they say so long until forced retreat, you could be stood right next to the evac zone, but if you're not in it and haven't evac'd, they leave you behind and you get captured. And I'm like, oh come on, you've got to be kidding me. That close, they would not leave you behind. They would be like, well, he's right there, we can get a line to him. No, soon as that, bye, goodbye, we'll let you get captured. And it is ridiculous. A mission I'm doing at the moment, right, I'm trying to get one of my characters who was knocked out, so I'm trying to carry them back so that they're not captured. Because whenever you get captured, maybe there is a way to find them, but I don't know what it is yet, so as far as I'm concerned, I never see them again. So it's like, what the heck? So, yeah, but it's like you can be right next to the evac zone, and if you're not in the evac zone and you haven't evac'd, as far as they're concerned, they don't care. They're out. It's like, get out of here. They would not. I'm sorry. That is ridiculous. They would be like, they're right there. We can see them. We can get them. They get them and they get out. Anyway, like I said, I have rambled, I have ranted, I have done whatever it is I've done. Enough. If you like this vlog, please leave a like and a comment and a sub. If you have any comments about what you think I should talk about next week, feel free to. If you have comments about what I've discussed here, tips, help, I'm not above asking for help, leave a comment down below. All I'll say is though is thank you so much for watching. I have been Joe Silver. This has been a vlog. Goodbye.